I want to ask you about the Nuggets as well. They won 8 straight heading into the All-Star break. Do you think they are the
Quiet
biggest
8.
threat? What's up?
Quiet 8. Like I feel like
Quiet
they went on an
8.
eight game winning streak and nobody talked about it, and I think it's good for them. They're to me a contender. People kept asking who my contenders were. You can't. There's not 9 contenders. I had the Thunder, and I had the Nuggets. I had the Cavs. I had the Celtics, and I threw the Knicks in there. Those are my 5 contenders. I think the Nuggets are scary because you have Jokic, that nobody can stop him on the interior. We just saw Jamal Murray have like a 55. What did he have the other night? Was it 55? Or am I tripping? I might be tripping. But I feel like he had 50 or something, 45 or something.
He
And
did.
when
He had 55.
yeah, 55. When he is hooping like that and we getting close to the playoffs, you got to be on alert. Christian Brown, I think, is an incredible connecting piece. I think Peyton Watson, those guys, Russell Westbrook, they have a lot going on there that gives them some added boost. And they have this well-oiled offense that I think clicks. So I do think that they're a factor, and I do think that people are kind of sleeping on them just a little bit, but they still, to me, are a contender.
So those are your 5 contenders. If a 6th team enters the fold based on how they finish the season, who would that be? Milwaukee, Orlando come to mind? Is it Memphis or Houston surprising people and being ready?
It would probably be Memphis. I just think when it comes to the playoffs, Memphis is going to check so many different boxes. They have the size, they have the versatility, they have scoring, they have shooting. They can score on the inside, they can score on the outside, they can score in transition. They'll be able to defend. I just think that they clock all of the boxes now. That's the thing. Are they going to be ready for a tough Western Conference playoff run? That's left to be seen, but I would say them. It's also tough to rule out Dame and Giannis. It just really is. So when people, if somebody had the Bucks over the Knicks, I wouldn't be mad because I understand for the Knicks at the end of the day, the Karl-Anthony Towns being the back end of our defense is going to be a really, really, really big factor in the playoffs, and we can get exposed with that. So also want to put that out there. I threw the Knicks in there because I felt like we need to have 5 at the least. But if anybody put the Bucks over the Knicks or whatever because of that defensive question with Karl-Anthony Towns, I wouldn't be mad at you. But I think the Knicks should be in the conversation. The Bucks should be in the conversation. I don't think the Magic, as of right now, are ready to be in that conversation. I don't think the Rockets are in that conversation either. But I don't think the Rockets need to be. I think this is still a successful year for them, being one of the top teams out west, getting into the playoffs, potentially having home court advantage. That's a successful season for them, and they want to see how good they can be and how far they can go, and they'll make the proper adjustments because that's a team that, hey, they get a first-round exit. It ain't the end of the world. They could go into the offseason and go add Kevin Durant. Like, they are primed to be able to go make a really big move. I just think it's about seeing just how good they are and exactly what they have in the playoffs before they make that move. So, yeah, I would say my 16 will probably be the Memphis Grizzlies.
On the Knicks, does Mitchell Robinson getting healthy change how you feel about the defense at the big position?
On paper, yeah. But the thing about injuries, because I've had one, it's one thing to be healthy and able to play, but it's another hurdle to mentally be back. So it just really depends on what version of Mitchell Robinson we're going to get. He's also going to have to get acclimated. So it's like they're saying March 1st. If that's going to be true and we can get him up to speed from March to the middle of April and then into the start of the playoffs, I'll be happy. But it just depends on what version we get from him when he actually is when he's actually back and available. But he could be a game changer.